Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. It's too quiet. Okay. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, good evening. This is Christian Sasse photo on Hancock Wildlife Foundation's ground channel at the White Rock Nest. Very good evening to you all. It's July 8th, lovely Tuesday here. Same type of breeze we had yesterday, blowing from, actually it's from southeast now. It's very similar direction to yesterday. And as you can see, both eaglets are awake, so everything's fine. I can see also there's quite an attendance at the forum. Hello to everyone in the forum, and hello to everyone who's not in the forum. So it's a very clear day, really wonderful. I've got all cameras running. As you can see, that's a close-up camera. Both are awake at the moment, which is very good. I hope you had a lovely day, and maybe we get to see a little bit more. What I could show you yesterday was maybe a bit more of the moon and the sunset, rather than so much of the eaglets, because they're really unpredictable. They seem to be a bit more hungry today. I'm not sure how many eggs came. Sorry, not how many eggs. How many fish came in today? How hungry they are, but they seem to be more active than yesterday, which is a good sign. I'm hopeful. Let's hope. Yeah, we predict that they will probably fledge around somewhere around the 9th, I think. Sorry, around the 20th. What am I saying? Around the 20th is what we believe they will fledge. As you know, the fledging story is a long one. I'll go into that later. I think we can talk a lot about fledging, and really some interesting things happening there. Before that, I cannot not talk about the World Cup between Germany and Brazil. Smiles. I mean, that was the most unpredictable game ever. I think the biggest shock in World Cup history. For those of you who are not interested in it, I don't blame you. Just listen away. Don't listen for a few minutes whilst I blabber away, because I'm German. And I really was amused, because this was completely unexpected. I mean, when I was a child, I was watching the World Cup in Mexico. It was 1970, just when black and white TVs we had. And I remember finally when Brazil, and it was the first time I ever heard of Brazil, as a child, I didn't even know where Brazil was. Won the World Cup playing against Italy, and won 4-1 in such a convincing way. And I think the South American or the Brazilian football was a Zamba, a soccer that you'd never seen before, way above everyone else. And as the years progressed, Argentina won, Germany won, and so on. But there was never, a real distinct difference. Spain played well. Yes, they did. They introduced a new style, which was completely outclassed in this World Cup again. So they left very quickly. But we didn't see Brazil play very well so far. But I still predicted that they would win, simply because they're at home, and okay, they were missing one or two stars, but you can that doesn't explain anything. There should be such a wealth of talent in Brazil. So I expected a tough fight, and I thought, let's hope that Germany just doesn't go under so quickly. And what happened was a complete draw opener. I don't know what else to say. I was absolutely speechless that within 6 minutes 4 goals were scored. I think within the first 30 minutes 5 goals were scored. I've never ever seen this before, and I was nearly shocked to say that was the most humiliating defeat that any country's ever seen in the semifinals, and that it would be Brazil is really unbelievable. Really, I cannot still believe it. Maybe I'll wake up tomorrow morning and say, well, the game's starting today, because it can't really be like this. So I mean, it was nice to see the 1-0, 2-0 and so on, and then I started to think, oh, this is really terrible, because just think of the culture and all the enthusiasm in Brazil, and I was getting worried about the riots and everything that could happen from that. But anyway, Of course, I was delighted at the same time. And tomorrow we have this big game between Argentina and Netherlands, and of course I'm going to cheer for the Netherlands because I'm also half Dutch. I've got a lot of Dutch family, so hopefully we'll have a German-Dutch final. That would be outstanding. Anyway, enough of that. Okay, I'm not going to bore you with my views here, but I just had to comment on it because it's all over the radio, over the TV, everywhere. It's been commented on at the moment. Okay, anyway, we're back here at the nest, and got a lovely day. So let's talk a bit about fledging today. I think that's good. First of all, the wind direction, they could actually turn either way, because I'm a bit surprised that probably Indy sitting up there, if I see correctly. No, is it Jules? Hang on. Take a closer view, actually. What we're looking at. I know Jules is the one with the lighter feathers at the back, but yeah, I think this could very well be Indy. Facing the other way, which surprises me a bit simply because of the wind direction. But then the wind, the wind direction is not completely clear for up the nest, so probably either orientation for the birds is correct. So there they're sitting anyway. So I already mentioned yesterday that David Hancock told me to his excitement that 6 nests that he went to had already fledged, and there would be a lot more, of course. I don't know how it is on Vancouver Island. I don't know if Colleen is in the Nanaimo at the moment. Also one of the one of the very nice artists on who visited my Facebook page. But I think what I remember from Vancouver Island, fledging takes longer there, a lot longer. Of course, if you go all the way up to Port Hardy, my goodness, these have already taken off, and then you see. Fledging is really delayed by weeks there. Okay, but anyway, there was a lot of laughter when I said I'm also fledging. So I don't actually think that's very funny, because it's actually really true. And so if you don't believe me, well, I'll show you. I mean, come on, I've been really fledging a lot, so it's getting quite quite good here. So I feel well now. I'm gonna fly soon, I guess. Yeah, gonna fly soon, and everything will be fine. So yeah, my eyesight has definitely improved, which is really nice. My wings are still a little bit short, but they'll come up very quickly. So yeah, everything's very, very fine here. Okay. Anyway, back to the nest. So we expect that it could be another 10 days or so, and then these two will fledge too. I don't know how much they are flapping during the day, because I certainly don't have the time to watch them, but I'm sure there's some of you who can watch them the whole day, so I hope there's a lot of flapping and practicing going on. I just see a comment there about the Cora nest on the... I don't know anything about what happened at Decorah. I'm sorry, I'm not that well informed. But anyway, I must read that somewhere on the Hancock Wildlife website. So there's of course a lot going on that I'm not aware of. As I read here in parallel, this is on whiterockeaglechat.com. There was apparently the bird got electrocuted, which is of course absolutely awful. That's terrible. Okay, sorry to hear that. Right. Okay, I need to read more about that later. I've just read this for the first time. Sound is definitely here, so this is not my good microphone. I hope this will be one of the last 1 or 2 days before I can put in the audio mixer when it arrives. If I'm lucky, it'll arrive tomorrow. If I can if I can install it quickly, I will use it. Certainly, I can't wait, because that'll eliminate all the the silly audio problems that I have here, and make it much more pleasant. So there's going to be a bit of rattling. I'm sorry. I'm just going to turn the camera with the mic, and sorry about the rattling. I know I hate this, but I want to give you a bit more of a view too. So I need to turn. I just need to turn the camera. My apologies for that horrible noise. Because I really don't like attached cameras to attached mics to cameras. It's a little bit unavoidable, unfortunately. Okay, there you are. That's the view out on Boundary Bay, looking south, straight out. Very beautiful, as you can see. Beautiful evening again. You would see similar views, I'm sure, from the pan tilt zoom cameras. So I'm just going to let you enjoy the view a bit. Put the cameras on rotation, and I'll wait a bit until there's some action. The good news is, if there is action, you'll have sound, because again, when I switch on the large camera, the sound disappears, and that at least this way can be avoided. I just saw a comment here on the White Rock Eagle chat. That's the whiterockeaglechat.com on the Dropbox. So I'm very thrilled to know that you're appreciating it and you're enjoying it. I'm going to add many more images to the Dropbox. If you're interested, I'm just blending this in once more, so you can see that's my email, and you get free images through Dropbox. If you're new here, feel free to send me an email and I will add you immediately. You should really have that within a few hours and have all the images. One thing I forgot to say, don't delete any images in the Dropbox folder. I'll duplicate it anyway just in case someone does it by accidentally, because everybody else suffers that way. But I would put them back then. But it's best just to leave them and use them. I don't know if I can give everyone else only read access. That doesn't happen. I haven't looked at it yet, but we can fix that. Anyway, just be careful. You can take the images out, copy them and so on, that's fine, but don't delete your Dropbox folder. Okay. The visibility today is exceptional, really exceptional. You can look far out. I've never seen it as clear as today. Even through this tiny webcam that we have here, you should be able to see how clear it actually is. It's wonderful. Maybe we'll have an opportunity later to look at the moon. Of course, the moon comes up nearly an hour later every day, so I don't know how much time we'll have to see the moon again today. I hope there won't be too much wind. As I said, soon this terrible mic here will end and I will have an audio mixer, so just excuse this. Just turn your mic down. It's not going to stay forever like that. I'm going to have one mic incoming, a very good one that I can use, and then I can switch your mic, and then, well, I would love to play beautiful music, but there's such a thing as copyright, where you have to be extremely careful, unfortunately. Even through broadcast, you have to be very careful with copyright. It's really a very grey and confusing area, so we can't just show whatever one wants. I still have never figured out why YouTube isn't under constant legal battles with copyright. Complete riddle to me. But oops, look at that. There are two coming now. That is beautiful. So that's wonderful. That is wonderful. Let's just take a look at the two, and oh, so that's cute. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of flapping going on there, but they're facing the other direction. Oh, the one is just, I think that's probably Indy back now in the nest. I hope one day we're lucky enough to see them face this way, so we can really see the flapping. But I see what they're doing, of course. I mean, if I see where the wind is coming from, it's completely obvious but they're facing the other direction. And now it seems they have both gone to sleep. That's really funny. In the meantime, I'm just going to go to the car and see if I, if I have any discs there that I can show some videos. I haven't prepared anything, but I just have to see. As long as they are asleep, that may make sense. I'm just going to rotate the cameras until then. Yeah, they're fast asleep at the moment. So yeah, a bit of distorted sound there, which I don't like, but okay, just going to try and see if I can get a few of my videos going. It'll take a couple of minutes. Okay. Okay, what you see there is what I already showed my Facebook page. That's an eagle in a tree eating a midship. Quite amazing. I took that about a year ago in Harrison Mills. Really an amazing. So I'm just going to put the microphone a little bit closer. Sorry about that. Okay. Eating a salmon in a tree. As you know, there are a lot of salmon during the season in Harrison Mills, and if they try and escape the other eagles, so they take them into trees where they're safe. Okay, let's see what else we can have. Find a few more. It's a completely unedited clip. I'm just going to reverse it to the beginning. Also taken out in Harrison Mills. You can see there's a lot of competition going on. A juvenile on the left, two adults on the right. The juveniles are very aggressive. Looks like a 2-year-old to me. They're very aggressive, and the adults will not risk to fight with them. But watch how sneaky they are. I mean, it's really clever. Do you see the eagle on the right? Watching now. If I remember this correctly, he's going to be the one. Looks to me a bit like a male. Watching very carefully. Looking a bit to the right now, and watching again very carefully. And there he goes. And whoops! And he got that piece. Very well done. Very, very well stolen. and then they all eat happily ever after. The funny thing is, of course, there's so much salmon around, there's no need to fight. But that's part of the hierarchy that they have. They do fight a lot, which is, of course, makes for some spectacular watching. Okay, let me find another one. Yeah, this was a nest that I saw last year near Nanaimo. Again, they had actually triplets. Amazingly enough, they had triplets. I think we see 2 at the moment. Okay, let's look for some more. Well, this is one of my favorite ones. This was on the Kilby Bridge, Harrison Mills. That was 2 years ago. Amazing amount of eagles there. It was crazy. You see again the juveniles chasing the adults away. You see that very often. A lot of salmon. What happens there is that they do come closer and closer to to the shore as the salmon decrease, and as the salmon decrease there's more and more fighting going on. So this was already at a later stage where there were less salmon, so there's more fighting going on, and suddenly one day they get a lot less, and then in a few days they're all gone. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, this is both Ma and Pa here at the White Rock nest. You can see very clear. just watch the rotation of their heads. You never know which way they're facing. It goes a little more than our heads, I guess. Look at this rotation. It's amazing. That's Pa on the right and Ma on the left. Okay, let's get some more. Now this is a wonderful one. This is not Ma and Pa. This happened about a little more than a year ago. That was the year where they didn't no, sorry, that's not correct. That was November 2012, I think I took this. I have to look it up. But this was not Ma and Pa. These were some competing bald eagles who were trying to get the nest, and they were talking to each other here. I can't play in the sound yet. I hope I can do that in future, very soon when I have the audio mixer. But very beautiful evening light, as you can see. You got two juveniles facing opposite direction, so rather, again, Harrison Mills. There's some more from Harrison Mills. definitely have a huge collection. This is only a small part of it, so I'll put all these together as you know, as soon as I can. Oh, this is something cool, so completely different. I was in Hawaii. If you ever get the opportunity, go there. You can go down in a shark cage. I just made this very short clip with filmed with a Nikon Coolpix, just a $200 camera. Went underwater. It's a waterproof camera and worked remarkably well. Has an underwater microphone. You can't hear it at the moment. Could keep the image fairly stable. I was quite happy with it. I mean, if I had the GoPro, it would have been even better, because I could have put the, you know, the camera outside the cage. But it's not bad. We do actually have sharks. Yeah, I haven't seen any this year, but we have dogfish. They call them dogfish. I've seen them here, not this year, but last year I have. Actually, some eagles on them. And then, of course, I mean, we have beautiful snowy owls, and snowy owls are just so magnificent. Not any this year, but last year I took this. That's a beautiful short-eared owl. You should hear the sound if you go to my webpage on Sasse Photo Facebook. You'll see, you could find this video with a beautiful sound, with the cry of a short-eared owl. Quite amazing. Come.